Everyone, it's Bob Perkins with AA-ISP's Inside Sales Studio. I'm here with Jay Graeves. Jay, how are you doing today?
Doing great. I'm looking out at a sunny, clear blue sky, and it doesn't get much better for a February afternoon.
Well, I'm in Arizona, and it's cloudy and rainy and cold, believe it or not. But look, it's great to have you on today. Jay is head of sales and marketing at Aptology, a newer partner and sponsor with the association. In fact, you're going to be out at the Leadership Summit. But you're going to, we were talking earlier about one of the biggest challenges leaders have is finding and hiring the right person for their team. And then sometimes individual contributors have the challenge of where do they think they would be the best fit if they're looking for a position. You're going to talk to the viewers a little bit about some ideas and tips you have around that.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Thanks, Bob, for the question. It's one that as a sales leader, as a sales operations leader, as an HR leader supporting sales and part of my career, I spent a lot of time really trying to understand from both a company perspective, who are the right people we should be bringing on and joining, having join our team, the ones that are going to be most successful, but also as an individual going through on the other side of the table as a candidate, understanding what's going to be the right organization, what's going to be the right role, what's going to be the right product for me to ultimately be successful. So I think of it in all those terms, and for a company perspective, there are a number of things that you can look at. Very easily, it's what's the product, what's the competitive landscape, does the person understand those things, and are they able to articulate with confidence and competence not only the competitive landscape, but the products and how the products are going to help their customers or prospects achieve some of the goals that they have as organizations and as individuals as well. I look at it from the candidate perspective and say, what is the type of company where I'm going to be the most successful? Is it an early stage where it's very dynamic and I get to wear lots of different hats and think about things in a little different way, but I might not have some of the support and infrastructure that I'm used to? Or maybe it's a better fit for me to go to a more mature company that's really been around for a while and they've got all those functions built in. I think in the sales environment, a very easy one is am I more comfortable not only closing deals, but also sourcing leads myself? Or would I rather go to some place where they've got someone that's dedicated to sourcing leads and bringing them to a first call, and then they bring in another specialist to take them from first call to close?
Yeah, those are all really good points, especially when a lot of times today, sales reps think the grass is always greener and they get attracted by something and they don't think about the things you mentioned. Is this going to be a cultural fit? Is the role a fit? What do I like to do? This leads up to some of the information you're going to share with Leadership Summit attendees in April. I'd love for you to give the viewers a bit of a preview of what you're going to talk about, because it's some pretty interesting data that you shared with me before.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we look at where can we use machine learning and AI to really support individuals from making better choices in terms of organizations and roles specifically that are a good fit for them, but also for the leader in the organization, how can they really leverage that technology that's out there to help them make better decisions? I think that's one of the things that we're talking about. So with AI and machine learning, we're able to leverage technology to really run millions and millions of combinations and looking for patterns that the humans just can't do successfully. So those are able to call out things where people have been successful, where people are having challenges, where we might want to spend more time in onboarding or developing somebody, and really does get into some of those good fit calculations as well. Is this person a better fit for that early stage company? Are they a better fit for an inside or a field role? Are they a better fit for a sales development or a hunter type role or a farmer type role? And do they have the potential for moving into a people leader role as well? So is this a place where I might be hiring somebody that's not only a great candidate for the role that I have, but then also gives me some candidates to start moving and having some succession planning candidates to move into people leader roles, or to move people from an early career sales role into another career role within the company for the person. Then that also gives me an opportunity to say, is this someplace I might see myself being there for a little while, because it's really got a lot of career growth potential there.
Well, look, you bring up some good points. In fact, I think all of us as a hiring manager, even in my past, I've had candidates that nail the interview. We put them through like 3 or 4 role plays, and they're just selling really good, and they get into the team and they just don't turn out very well. So there's things obviously that are hidden, maybe you can't find out through a regular interview, and you're going to spend some time talking to the summit participants about that. I know your company, Aptology, that's what you specialize in. You have some pretty interesting data, some interesting findings that you will share at the summit. So we look forward to seeing you there in April.
Absolutely. And I also want to say it's not just on the hiring side, we do it with existing sales forces. So we help sales leaders understand behavioral attributes where their folks might be able to develop a little bit more and then turn that into higher performance. And so we give them coaching skills, and then for the individual again, they're getting development in these key areas that are going to help them be most successful. So I think we're presenting it from that perspective as well. So not just finding new people, but really how to optimize the sales force that you already have.
Well, look, we have a big gap today, and most leaders would admit they hire in, they're ramping so fast, and then what do they do to develop and coach and train and mentor? That stuff gets put aside sometimes. So this should be a great session in April at the Leadership Summit in Chicago. I look forward to seeing you there, Jay.
Thank you, Bob. I look forward to seeing you there, and I look for everyone else to join us as well.
All right. Bye-bye, and good selling, everyone.